up, Chiefs Kingdom? This is Cole coming at you. We got a lot to talk about. Very excited. Finally got a good night's sleep. Didn't sleep much throughout the week. Didn't sleep much the night before, but man, we went in there and we got the W. Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. Let's go. Took down the Bengals, and we got a lot to talk about. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in this video and get things started. All right. So first things first. I don't want to be, you know, talking about the Bengals fans too much. You know, I know how it feels. I know how it goes losing a game like this, like last year when we lost to the Bengals. It's sour. It puts a sour taste in your mouth. You complain about that. You complain about the game. You you uh you blame it on this. You blame it on that. That's so and so's fault. Oh, it's this fault. Oh, it's the refs. It's us versus the refs. I did the same thing last year. Bengals fans, don't give me that crap. Y'all came in here all week since the Bills game. Since you beat the Bills in Buffalo after the game, y'all started talking smack. Y'all started the trash talk. You even got your mayor involved. Your mayor. It doesn't sound very professional to me. Now, we can go on and on and on and on about the things Bengals did in their little, get into the Chiefs' head and we're gonna talk smack and we're gonna get at them and all this stuff and whatever. No, not this time. Y'all pulled the last string, especially when you go after our quarterback and you go after our city. You go after KC. You fixing to get burned, bro. Y'all came in thinking that you had us. We're 3-0 against Kansas City. Joe Burrows he's 100% and blah blah blah, and Mahomes is injured and blah 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 and all this. Came in with a big freaking head, and guess what? Just like I said, y'all trapped yourself in a trap game. I called it. I said that. Now, will I say that there were some bad refing, some bad officiating in that game, both sides? Yeah, you know, yeah, there were calls, plenty of calls that weren't called, but there were plenty of calls that were called, that probably should have been. Bengals fans right now are complaining because that late hit on Mahomes shouldn't have counted at the end for the field goal to give him that field goal to win because a few plays back they Frank Clark knocked over Joe Burrows after he threw the ball. All right, cool story. He also wasn't running out of bounds. He was standing in the pocket, threw the ball, and then got knocked down. He wasn't running out of the bounds to surrender after he's already stepped out of bounds and gets shoved in the back. I'm sick and tired of the fans, not just Bengals fans, just NFL fans, just complaining about how, Chiefs and the refs worked together to win that one, or NFL wanted Chiefs to get to the Super Bowl, or they just wanted the Kelsey brothers to get to the Super Bowl. That was their main scheme. If that was their main scheme, they would have done that years ago. They would have probably done that years ago. You know how long the Kelsey brothers have been on the team? You think they waited 10, 11, 12 seasons for the Kelsey bros to go to the fucking Super Bowl against each other? Come on. Pardon my language, but it's just upsetting and annoying that all those NFL fans, other than KC fans, basically are attacking us for winning this game. And now I got a good feeling it's going to be everybody's an Eagles fan this Sunday. and everybody but KC fans hate the KC Chiefs. Well, guess what? We don't care. We don't care. You know why? Because when people come at us and they come in and they talk us down, and they pick us to lose, that only fuels our fire. You're just giving us the fucking the kindling to stoke that fire. You know what? Come at us. Come at us with your trash talk. And I know Philly's got it because Philly are the worst. Philly fans are the worst. So if you want to come talk trash, come talk trash. We don't care. We'll do our talking on the football field. And we'll see Philly in a couple of weeks in Arizona at the Super Bowl 57. And no, and this is nothing against the Bengals, nothing against the Eagles, just their fan bases and people in the NFL reacting to this game. Since he's got a heck of a team, amazing football team. Joe Burrows is an amazing quarterback. This is going to be a rival to stand for the next decade. We will see the Bengals again next year in the playoffs. I guarantee it. Bengals will always be around. Same with same with these Eagles, man. They got a good team. They got a good thing. They will be back. These are good teams. I have nothing against the Eagles. I have nothing against the Bengals. I just don't like having my team trash talked, especially by their mayor. And man, did you guys watch the end of that? Did you listen to Travis Kelsey talk about that? Burrowhead my ass. Come on, man. That guy is a spokesperson. He he's like he's a freaking walking advertisement. He's a huge wrestling fan. We all know that. He likes wrestling. And so what did he say? What did he say to the mayor of Cincinnati? He said, "Know your role." Come on. That's The Rock, man. Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni. That is classic Dwayne The Rock Johnson. 90s. And of course, he does the Ric Flair, woo, all the time. Guy's a freaking promo. How can you not like Travis Kelsey? I know everybody mostly hates him, because and I hear everybody on the TikTok, on social media and everything saying how Travis Kelsey is on the top tight end. He just passed Gronk. He just passed Gronk in playoff receiving yards. The only thing he's behind on Gronk on is Super Bowls, but he's working on it. We're going for number 2 right now. We're gonna get number 2 this next couple of weekends, the Super Bowl 57. KC's gonna play hard. KC's gonna play tough. That's how we play. All right, now let's talk about this game a little bit. Patrick Mahomes. How's this? This guy is MVP. He's gonna win the MVP. He's gonna win Man of the Year. Probably gonna win Offensive Player of the Year. I mean, come on, this guy won against the Bengals. And Bengals fans want the excuses. How can you get excuses? Juju Smith-Schuster was out. Hardman went out. Tony out. We had no receivers. We had Valdez Scantling, Travis Kelsey, Sky Moore, and we brought Marcus Kemp off of our practice squad. And Mahomes still threw 320 some yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and the 1 fumble. Which happened because it's cold. The ball slips out of your hand. It happens. But you know what? You know what the Chiefs did? We didn't panic. That's the thing about the Chiefs. We don't panic when it comes to that part of the game. We get a turnover, you know, we hang our head for a second, but we pick it right back up. We get right back in that game. Patrick Mahomes on a bad leg that started acting up before the halftime. Our key receivers are gone. They're out. It's looking very bleak for Kansas City. We're up by 10 points. Then we're up by 3. Then it's tied. Then we take a lead. Then it's tied. Cincinnati had many opportunities to take this game and win it. But Joe Burrow's throwing a 70 QBR with a quarterback rating of 70, throwing 2 interceptions and getting sacked 6 or 7 times, 8 times. And yes, I will say the Bengals offensive line is beat up. But the replacements? Come on, dude. Look at those replacement names. Those are guys that have played in the playoffs. They've played on Super Bowl teams. I do believe that 2 of the 3 of the replacement linemen that came in for that game in the offensive line of the Cincinnati Bengals have Super Bowl rings. It can be done. Don't tell me that it can't. But you can't talk up your game, and then say, oh, we stomped the Bills and we kept them out. We kept them out. Yeah, you kept out a Bills defense that ain't nothing compared to Chiefs. Kansas City's defense has stepped up, and they ain't nothing compared to us. Chris Jones went off like a madman. I think everybody on that line got a sack. Frank Clark, Chris Jones, Karlaftis. Heck, even our freaking backs. And everybody will say, oh, Joe B. I've heard some people say, oh, Joey Burrows, this was scripted, man. He just gave up and sit in the pocket and blah 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 and all this stuff, and he just took it. So that makes it scripted just because he turned his back and took the sack. No, that's called being smart, not fumbling the ball when you know you're going to get hit. Come on, people. And the play calls. Yeah, I know. There was some play calls that were bad. And a lot of play calls that weren't called. But show me a game where plays aren't being called. I don't know how many times in that game the freaking offensive line was holding Jones and our freaking defensive linemen. I don't know how many times, countless times I've watched. They didn't get called. I think out of that whole entire game, they got 1 call for holding, maybe 2. They hold the whole freaking game. Offensive linemen do that. Your offensive linemen hold more, I bet, probably more than 75% of the time, and it doesn't get called. Yes, there are plenty of refs on the field, but they are eye level. They can't see everything. And I know those refs are doing a certain job. They got a certain job to do on the field. But they can't, they're eye level, man. These guys are 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". These are fucking mammoths of guys. They can't see everything. So quit with the no call crap. Well, that should have been a holding, or oh, that should have been a block in the back. Key example: everyone's posted on social media and TikTok that last play on Mahomes shouldn't have been called, and there should have been a holding call on the Chiefs because there was a hold right there. Yeah, you can find holding calls when you meticulously pause a play and play it in slow motion, dude. Try being a referee and calling that as it's happening. It happens faster than you in a blink of an eye. Not everything's gonna get called, you know. And I know it sucks. I've been there. I was here last year. It sucks when your team loses. It's terrible. You feel terrible. You feel bad for your team. It sucks. Sometimes you just gotta shake your head, say, "Hey, played a heck of a season. We'll be back next year," and just take the L and move on. Anyways, also want to talk about that poor guy that uh, Osai, the lineman that hit Mahomes out of bounds late in the game to give us the field goal range to kick a field goal with 8 seconds on the clock. I feel sorry for that guy. Not because he got the penalty called on him, because it was the right call, but his own teammates were videoed yelling at him at the end of the game. That ain't no teammate, man. You don't put that loss all on that guy. It wasn't his fault. Bengals had 60 minutes, a full game of 60 minutes to win that game. Plenty of opportunities. And you go back to the part, and we go back to the part where the play where they supposedly gave KC an extra down. It was no extra down. It was 3rd and 9. The ball, the play was whistled dead, but you couldn't hear the whistle because it was so loud. And the referee ran out on the field. You watched the whiteout. You watched the whiteout video of it. Referee is clearly waving his hands, waving it dead. Nobody saw him, and the whistle and the nobody could hear the whistles because it was so loud. And his microphone, the guy's mic wasn't working, so he couldn't mic because probably due to weather. I'm assuming. I don't know. So they whistled it dead. Why? Because the players that did hear the whistle will slow down. They won't go 100% on that play. Not only that, plus on that play before that was an incomplete pass or was an incompletion, and the game clock was still ticking. They blew it dead to stop the clock to fix the clock. There was no extra play. The play was whistled dead, and now Chiefs get a chance to play that play. The only reason is they call it extra plays because not everybody heard the whistle, and the play got played. But that doesn't really matter because we ended up punting on that drive anyways, giving the Bengals the ball with a little over 2 minutes left in the game. And they still couldn't do it. They still couldn't get down the field. Our defense stepped up, and we sacked Burrows to get the ball back with time left. Bengals had their chances. Bengals had their chances to win this game and couldn't do it. This is a team sport, everybody, not individual. You don't win a game just by one person. You win a game as a team. Now, I'm going to be making some videos, most likely throughout the week and next week. Probably going to be doing little update videos later on this week. Later on this weekend. This week I'll be making a video talking about the Chiefs and the Eagles in the Super Bowl game. Gonna have gonna talk about the Super Bowl game. Can't wait to hear what the Eagles fans have to say or what they're gonna be saying. I know they're gonna be saying something because they're Eagles fans, and that's just how Eagles fans are. But that's about all I can think of about that game. I just want to say congratulations. Congrats to the Chiefs for making it to Super Bowl 57, face the Eagles. And I also want to say good season, Cincinnati. Y'all played tough. Y'all will be back next year. I can't wait to play you guys next season. This is going to be a rivalry of a lifetime. We are going to remember this rivalry for a long time. And I'm sure Joe Burrows is going to get that contract signing, and he's going to be in Cincy for a while. So I can't wait to see these two guys play each other throughout the season. and throughout their careers. Cincinnati, you're a heck of a team. I wish you guys, you know, good off season, and thank you for being great adversaries. It was a fun game. It was a good game. But that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be it for me today, guys. So be sure to visit my channel. It is on you. This channel is Tomahawk Talk. We this is only my third video, I think. So, but be sure to go on here, like, subscribe, give me some comments in the video of things you saw in the game or how you thought the game went. Your thoughts about the refereeing. Your thoughts about this video. Do you think I make some points? Do you think that I didn't? Is there things that I missed? Um, I love I want to get your guys' comments. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you go to this page and subscribe. Watch my past videos if you'd like. They're good videos. But I just want to say congrats again to the Chiefs. Congrats to Andy Reid. Can't wait to see you guys in Atlanta in a couple of weeks. But until then, Chiefs Kingdom, let's get it done, baby.